Hey YouTube, coming at you with the Great League team that I used from earlier in the season. So for those of you who've been around this channel for since last year anyways, last season I should say, I hit Legend with Azumarill double fire. So Typhlosion and talonflame in the back here, and I think Azumarill had a lot of play just because he gave you this team some bulk. But I wanted to use lurantis because lurantis is a Pokemon that I've used in limited cups and actually open Great League before too. And I know how strong it can be because Leaf Blade with same type attack bonus is a very strong move, and you get to it in 9 turns. So being able to spam something in 9 turns that does a good amount of damage is a fantastic thing. And with Fury Cutter buff this season, it definitely has a lot of play in this meta. So your team may lack a little bulk, but it's still an ABB style team. You safe swap Typhlosion. Not really a safe swap. You go into it to try and draw out rock, water, ground. Try and draw it out with Typhlosion. Try and chip with the Thunder Punch Blast Burn. Lurantis will then take care of the front end, and then talonflame goes free. I did also, talonflame has some play as a safe swap, so I definitely used it as a safe swap at times too. But here they are. That was fast. So this is just a Rage Fist. I'll be surprised to see if I shield. Yeah, I do not shield. It is just a Rage Fist. I got to the Leaf Blade. Again, Leaf Blade is going to do a good amount of chip damage here. So they do shield, and I will get into talonflame. 15 to get to these. So I'm assuming that they can probably get to 2 moves here. Maybe not if I threw right away, but I may just over farm here a bit and take it. Oh no, I'm going to throw right away to force a shield. Okay, I kind of like that play actually. Force this shield. They've already burnt once. Let's see if they want to burn a second one, which they do not. So you don't need to take a shield unnecessarily. I do not have a move. This is very weird to me. I do not know why they tried to catch a flying. Maybe they thought I had flame charge, but unfortunately they just took a brave bird on Mandibuzz that would otherwise be resisted. So get into Typhlosion. Here comes that Thunder Punch that comes pretty quick. 10 turns to get to. Grab the shield. And at this point I do not know how I don't just double shield and farm down and come out with a blast burn. So they live with the 1 HP unfortunately. I gotta watch because I feel like switch timer is almost up and I may get sniped here. Yeah, and I kind of, you saw it. I hesitated. If you saw that, I did hesitate because I kind of figured they would do that, but it was almost just a little delayed. Anyways, they still do not take me out. I live. Blast Burn will one-shot the rest of Onyx or Steelix here. Instant swap for the Fury Cutter. Lurantis into Scizor. Obviously, I have 2 better answers for Scizor. Out comes Dusclops. And when you see a Pokemon on the lead that is double weak to fire and you have a double fire backline and they come into what is otherwise just a pretty neutral matchup, you fight as hard as you can for switch. Now, why the heck did my opponent throw Ice Punch instead of just Shadow Punch? I don't know. If anything, that helps me out, allows me to burn a little more energy. Do take it out. Here comes a Thunder Punch on the Moltres. So this will grab a shield or do a ton of damage. Does grab that second shield. They do farm down. I imagine I just sacrifice Lurantis here and then sweep with Talonflame. I will not shield anything. Hit me with that super effective move. Take me out. Okay, that's fine. I'll respect any move here because I know they got out of the Scizor pretty quick, so they're not gonna. I don't really need to worry about that. Gonna take this out right away. I wasn't gonna overfarm. They did come in here and catch, so I actually underfarm. You'll see that I stopped hitting the buttons because I want to come out with some energy. So let the move go. 2 incinerates through. Come out with that fly. Should have thrown the Brave Bird, but it will not matter because I've already taken it low enough with the incinerates. So I'll take this matchup there. So just kind of recognizing, good catch by my opponent, just recognizing that and undercharging. Okay, Clodsires. This is one where I'm just using Talonflame as a safe swap. And I'll probably still shield, but I think it was more, let me see if you have a Stone Edge, and they do. And that was sort of my thought process here, was like, they could have just like a Sludge Bomb and Earthquake, and if they have a Sludge Bomb and they throw it, then I probably shield the first one and then let the second one go. But they do have a Stone Edge, so we've got to commit both shields. They do come in Talonflame. I have a ton of energy. Get off the fly. Do grab one shield. I'm instant swapping because I've already Brave Birded and lowered my defense. And now my Typhlosion is on this Talonflame with a Thunder Punch here and grabbing that second shield. So fly may take me out or may put me close. Almost worse because now they get a full Incinerate through. You almost wish they just took you out there. But now my Talonflame comes in, losing CMP there, which is unfortunate. So I'll go down here. And then Lurantis is just going to get lit up here. Yeah, I do not see a win con here. So unfortunately, having to burn those two shields early against a Clodsire, unable to come back from that. Another Scizor lead, another have to come in here, and it's a Blastoise. So this is kind of what you want. You want to try and draw out a water. And they let the first move go. And immediately I'm thinking, I can grab one shield for sure, and I probably flip this in the 2v1. So I'm going to get to a Thunder Punch here. I'm going to put that pressure on that shield, see if they want to burn that shield or let this go. And they do shield, but then at this point, I think I can fight for the switch in the 2v1 shield scenario. And when I have a Fire Pokemon here that will come out with some energy, and a Fire Pokemon in the back that will dominate, you definitely fight for that switch there. So get to a Blast Burn here. They do end up committing the shield. They're going to have to throw because it looks like they're running Bullet Seed. I will come in Lurantis and then have alignment with Talonflame in the back here. Instant swap here. This will delete it in 2 Incinerates probably. Holy smokes. Double weak to fire and a shadow. This thing is definitely getting lit up in 2 moves there. And we'll take out there. Another Shadow Scizor. Not surprising. I ran with the Shadow Scizor team and it did fantastic. Blastoise. Did I just put in the same team? No, I didn't because the timing is different already. So let's see if I try to commit to the same flop switch here. And they shield. I still think I try to commit to at least one more shield here and then I'll make a decision what I want to do after. So here comes the Thunder Punch. They decide to let it go, and that Incinerate is going to go through and register. So yeah, you best believe I'm just doing exactly the same thing. Same lead, same switch, same scenario, taking in the 2v1. Come out with some energy. It is a Dusclops in the back. Probably should have went Incinerate. I should have seen what it was, but I was just too worried that I was just going to be like fast move down. And I still get to another Thunder Punch. They're trying to hex me down. So get another move off. Typhlosion putting in some work in this mid game here. And again, we're just going to couple flips, couple alignments now. So take that Ice Punch. Super effective. That's fine. Here comes another move. I'll probably instant swap after this. Oh, yeah, I'm taking out, so it does not matter. And they are staying in, knowing that they're just going to get deleted if they come in anyways. So they finally come in. One Incinerate, going to fly, because I don't think another one would... I don't know if another one takes out, and I want to take this out before they get to a move. They get to another move on Dusclops. Dusclops is very, very spammy, but not very attack heavy, so I will live that. Get to the fly, or the Brave Bird, but just throw anything to take this out for the win here. So flipping a lot of matchups here, and finally getting a good lead into a ground. Immediately met with Scizor, which is going to get absolutely deleted here in 2 moves. Shielding. I don't think I need to shield. I feel like I could live a Night Slash. It'd be close, but I feel like I could have lived that Night Slash, but I'm taking no chances because I know if the Marowak comes in, I'm still going to get a Blast Burn off, right? So Blast Burn will, if it does one shot, it's going to be pretty close. So they do commit to the shield. They will Mud Slap down. Probably close to a Rock Slide here, so I wouldn't be surprised if I see a Rock Slide. I assume I'll let it go, and we'll have to see what's in the back. They should instant swap, and it is a Dugong. So I maybe should have like thrown the... I had a Leaf Blade. Maybe should have thrown it. I'll live one Icy Wind. And now I think I'm just going to get to like a Brave Bird here and go straight for it. Yeah. Because I have a Leaf Blade. That lands, which means I can go fly. Why am I not going fly? I can just go fly right away. I could have gone fly right away. They now come to the farm down. I'm going to come out a move here. So obviously I need to shield. Now, does a lowered attack Leaf Blade take out a Marowak is the question. The answer is 1 HP. But enough to take it out. Fury Cutter down. Dugong, what's left of it. Take it out for the win there. Drapion. Drapion's going to be tough. Going Talonflame? Yeah. So the reason I'm going Talonflame is because both, I mean, Aqua Tail's obviously super effective on both, but Typhlosion is just so much glassier that I would have to like think about committing a shield on Typhlosion. And I never want to be in the scenario where I come in with a safe swap, shield a move to just be punished by exactly a water Pokemon, right? So I always suggest, if you can, to never shield when you safe swap, because to burn a shield, and then get punished is like the worst case scenario. So I often let it go, but I don't think I could have let an Aqua Tail go with the Shadow Typhlosion. I think it would have been a lot of damage, so I had to shield it. But so tough lead in Drapion. Drapion's still going to be an issue here too, but they actually have a Talonflame, which means I am royally screwed because now Typhlosion needs to sweep, and I need to respect a Fly/Brave Bird while also living with 1 HP. That's unfortunate. I think this game's over. While now I need to worry about the Aqua Tails. So I do get to a Thunder Punch. Likely to grab a shield, but if they want, they can just kind of farm up 2 or 3 more Poison Stings. Exactly. Or 4. And just come out back-to-back Aqua Tails for the win here. So, tough one to overcome. Yeah, Drapion's a little tough. So, Mandibuzz. I assume we'll just go Typhlosion right away. And we do. Air Slash, I think it was FP Sticks too. FP Sticks coming in hot here. Air Slash Mandibuzz, Ice Fang Drapion in the meta. Definitely seeing a lot more teams using those types of content creator focused movesets here. Do get off a big blast burn on the Credilli, and with that I'm going to try to commit the 2 shields to flip, and I instant swap instead of going down there, instead of like throwing a lowered move. Bank that energy, know I can take a Dark Pulse here, may try to aggressive Incinerate down. Yep, come out with almost 2 moves, so I'm going to start getting these shields. Oh, I'm going to start getting these shields back right away as I run into our Scizor. Unfortunate for them. So Blastoise lead, good lead. Clodsire. Again, kind of a mistake here. I think I should have come Talonflame. But they, because I have to go Blast Burn. Thunder Punch is resisted. So, and they do have Sludge Bomb. So I could have definitely taken it on the Talonflame. But now, they did screw up the fast move timing on one of them. I don't know if you saw it. I basically got a full Incinerate through. And they just went Earthquake. So as you can see here, I'm almost at 2 Blast Burns. So I'm interested to see if they shield if I can get to the 3rd Blast Burn. But they decide to let it go. So they let the move go. I now have some energy for this Blastoise. I flip, swap, switch, and have energy. Flip, switch for what though? And why didn't I throw the move? I don't know why I did that extra Incinerate. Definitely should not have. Have to come Lurantis, jump Fluff immediately. Acrobatics will hurt. I'll live. I don't think I can go much more though, because I have to one and throw. Yeah, I can't go anymore because then they're just going to get an Air Lace off to take me out. So I just got to go 1. This will take out, and then they're going to try and roll out down, but I do get to the move. Again, just throwing the Fly versus Brave Bird. I don't know the counts. Especially when you throw like 1 fly and then it changes the energy. So I just make sure that if I'm going to get a move off, I want to get a move off. So it's a Bug Bite user, which means that these fire Pokemon are decent. It is half water, which means Bug Water is neutral to fire. It is water, so it's weak to electric. So Typhlosion actually has a decent matchup. It's probably a bubble beam. If it's a water pulse, so be it, but it's probably just a bubble beam, which is super effective, but able to take it and get off a second Thunder Punch here. And they made the catch on the Drapion. Can they get the full farm down before I get to move? Yep, that's unfortunate, but I did get a couple Incinerates through. Talonflame. I think I'm going to take one, shield one, or am I going to shield both? Let's see what I decide to do. Because they're going to get to another move here. Yeah, I'm just going to commit the double shield. It's going to put me in a tricky situation, but again, I will come out with a Brave Bird, so that probably threatens enough. Both flying moves are super effective on the Arcanid, which comes back in. Okay, we'll take that. It's a bug. Super effective fly. They do shield because of it. So what do they have in the back? Here comes another fly. Super effective. Enough to take out Scizor. Again with the Scizor. And Stunfisk into Lapras. I'm going to definitely get off one Leaf Blade here before I decide to maybe make a move to Typhlosion. Yeah. So got one shield, which means I know I can shield back here. And the Incinerates are neutral because it's half ice, and I can get to super effective Thunder Punches. So grabbing that one shield, and then knowing that this is otherwise a pretty evenish matchup because I'm going to outpace to the Sparkling Arias. Take that out. Stunfisk comes back in, but they're going to need to throw out, so I'm going to get to a Blast Burn. And I don't really think you want to take a Blast Burn. I mean, you can. You could probably live with a few HP, but not much here. Yeah, so looks like CMP. Take it to the deep, deep red. They do take me out. And in the back is a Drifblim. So basically, I'm going to shield up this move. I can live an Icy Wind, but I'm still going to shield. I definitely could have lived that. I was just worried that if I live that, then they can maybe Astonish down. It's worth shielding here, knowing that Lurantis is going to destroy the Stunfisk. So just being able to get to another move here, take this out, and then I'll have good alignment on the Stunfisk. And they cannot do much here. They're going to have to throw to take me out, but at this point, there's no reason to. And another Stunfisk. So last one here. This one deciding to stay in, which is kind of interesting. They eventually made it, actually do make a catch on a Gliscopod, which takes neutral. I'm going to have to shield up one move here because they're just going to outpace. And I do not want to take an Aqua Jet. So I will just shield this up, come out with a Blast Burn, and we'll see if this thing wants to shield up a Blast Burn or take it down to like the yellow-ish. So here comes the Blast Burn. Let's see what they decide to do. They do shield. They're going to have to throw, so I'm going to get to another move. They do throw, so that's smart. I assume I let this go. I still have another fire Pokemon at the weak in the back to fire. I still have alignment. What do they have? An Annihilate. That is tough for them. I can live Rage Fist or Ice Punch here. And it is a Rage Fist, so get to the fly. They're not going to counter me down. If they get to another move, I'll shield. What I think they may try and do is throw a move here, force me to shield, and then maybe try and catch if their switch timers are up. But it looks like I'm still going on my switch timer, and I made that switch pretty quick, which means they're still locked in. So we're going to instant swap. And now we have a grass Pokemon that charges in 9 turns to a Leaf Blade. Leaf Blade is a good move, but it's never going to one-shot anything. So what the thing about Leaf Blade is, it's like an 80 with stab, like 80-something move. Yeah, so with same type attack bonus, Leaf Blade is 35 energy for 84 damage, right? 2.4 damage per energy. So when you're at like 2.4 damage per energy, you are fantastic damage per energy. So 84 is never going to one-shot anything, but 284s will probably take out a lot of stuff, depending it's neutral. And for only 35 energy, being able to throw 168 damage in 18 turns is fantastic, which is why I like this Pokemon. It does have 5 weaknesses. I don't love that. Bug, Fire, Flying, Ice, and Poison. That is obviously that's limitations. You're going to try either ABB style team or cover those weaknesses on a balanced team if you were going to play with this Pokemon. But that is it. So yeah, we will keep the Great League, probably mostly Great League, going this week. So if you got some videos, I know I got for sure some from earlier this season that were saved that I'm definitely going to get ahead on. So you will see a bunch of those this week. But new Great League teams, always appreciated. Link in the description. So thanks for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one.